back to another drawing with Trowbro, and today we're going to be looking at how to make some more origami. So I should call this Folding with Trowbro because we're going back to the country of Japan and learning more about the art of folding paper into little sculptures, little 3D artworks. So today we're going to be learning how to make an origami chicken. And with origami, it's not something where you just make it once and either you fail or you succeed. No, origami takes a few tries. It's kind of like learning how to ride a bicycle. You're going to mess up, and that's okay. You can always rewind my videos, and you can pause them, and you can really study them. But it usually takes me 2 or 3 tries before I make something brand new, and I make it good with a piece of paper. So grab your paper, and let's get started.
Alright, so before we can start making some really fun origami, first we need to get a perfect square out of our paper. And the easiest way to do that is to take a piece of copy paper or printer paper or any piece of paper really that's a rectangle and fold it from the corner so that this top edge right here meets this edge. And you want this corner right here to be as pointy as possible. Line it up so it's nice and flat, and then once it's lined up perfectly straight and flat, you're going to want to crease it all the way down. And you're going to see that you have this nice rectangle right here on the side. You're going to want to get a pair of scissors, and you can either cut it or you can have your mom cut it to make sure it's nice and straight, but you make sure you cut it straight down that line, and that is going to give you a perfect square right there. So now I open this up and I have a perfect square. Folds. Woohoo! Alright, let's get started making origami. Alright, so in this video we are going to learn how to make a chicken. I colored mine like a rooster. You're free to color yours however you want. And you know what? If you kind of look at it, the shape of it kind of reminds me a little bit of a penguin. You probably could color it like a penguin too if you wanted to. I don't think anybody would notice. So, now, to get started, first we are going to fold it diagonally. So I want corner, 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 and I'm going to fold it all the way to the top. And it's very important that I make sure that my corners line up perfectly before I push down and crease my paper. Okay, I'm going to open it up, and then I'm going to turn it so that my valley fold is going straight down the middle. Okay, and then I'm going to turn it over. Turn it over. Now it's a mountain fold. All right, valley on one side, mountain on the other. Now I'm going to take the bottom and fold it to the top. Same thing, make sure the corners are lined up before you crease it. Okay, now I'm going to take this and I'm going to rotate it so that the triangle is facing me. Now this part's a little tricky. I'm going to grab the bottom right here. I'm going to fold it so that this edge goes along this edge. Now don't crease the whole thing. Watch how I do this first, okay? So you might need to pause it and rewind it, okay? I'm only going to crease this until the halfway point. That little line right there. I'm only going to crease this all the way to the halfway point. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So I've created a fold, but I didn't go all the way. If you do go all the way, it's not a big deal, but try not to. Same thing, fold this. So this edge is right along that top edge, and then fold it, and then crease it all the way until you get to the halfway point. Now, if you push down the other side, it should make what looks kind of like a shark fin sticking out. Okay? And you're going to want to crease that. Okay, then I'm going to pick it up, and then I'm going to fold it in half. Crease it, lay it nice and flat. Alright, so here's my shark fin. Okay, I'm going to lay this flat. So there's my shark fin right here is going to the right. And you can kind of see there's some paper underneath it. This stuff right here. There's kind of like a line going right here, and you can't see it, but the line keeps going on the inside. And what I'm going to do is right there where that line is, I'm just going to fold this corner up and crease it. Okay, that's going to be his tail part right there. Okay, but once you fold it and crease it, you are not done. We are going to reverse fold this super important fold. So that means I'm going to push it back, and I can see that I created a fold. There's a fold on the other side too. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take take it like this, and then just fold it the opposite way. It's called a reverse fold. Let's try to redo that. Okay, once you do it once, it folds it really easily. So I folded it up, and that created the fold, and it's going down. And so what I want is I want this piece of paper to fold the opposite way. I want that right where that line is, that crease we created, I want it to fold going up. And it might take you a few tries, but once you understand the reverse fold, like all of origami is kind of based around the reverse fold. So once you get it, it gets a lot easier, I promise. Okay, now to create his feet. I'm gonna open this up. Okay, and there's a nice line right here. Looks nice and plain. I'm gonna take this corner and I'm gonna fold it right along the middle. And as I get it correct, I'm gonna crease it down. And I'm gonna do the same thing to the other side. So open it up. This keeps wanting to close down, so you're gonna have to kind of hold it up. I try to leave a little bit of a gap. I don't want them to get too close. Crease it. Okay, now you can let it close down. Look at that. All right. Okay, got our chicken. We're on our way. Okay. Next, okay, I'm gonna take this edge and I'm gonna fold this right in half. Crease it. Open it back up. Okay, then you're gonna notice that this paper right here, there's a fold right there. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna fold it back inside of that paper. It might have been a little tricky, so let's go back and start over. You can hit pause, you can rewind. Okay, I folded it this way, unfolded it, okay, and it creates a crease. There's a line right there. I'm gonna open that up, I'm gonna grab this part, I'm gonna fold it in, and then I want this piece right there, I want that to fold the other way. Okay, hope you can get a good angle of that. I'm folding this inside and pressing this flat. Now, if that was easy, that's good, because you can turn it around and do the same thing. And if it's hard, well, then you get another chance of practicing. So, taking this edge, bringing it up to that edge. Once it's lined up, crease it. And it should create a nice fold right along there. I open that up, then I grab this triangle, and I fold it on the inside, and then press that back down. Crease it. All right, we're almost there, almost there. We almost got our chicken ready to go. Now, just like the tail, I've got 2 reverse folds to do for his feet. So if I grab one of his feet, I notice that there is a valley fold here and a valley fold there. So that means I gotta turn them into mountain folds. To do that, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get my feet kind of at the right angle. And once I do, I get it right, I'm gonna crease it, turn it over, and so I'm just folding it like that, just turning it. But that's just to make the crease. Okay, we're not done. Turn it over, do the same thing to make sure that his feet are the exact same, or at least similar. You don't want one shooting up and one shooting down. You want it to look pretty much the same. Crease it. Creates our folds that we're going to use for our reverse folds. So open it back up. Okay. Then I'm going to grab this valley fold, grab his leg where the valley fold is, and open it up. And then you're going to push this inside, and then you kind of squeeze it back down and pinch it so that it turns into a mountain fold. So you can see that it goes from valley to mountain, especially you see it compared to the other one. So this one is valley all the way down, but this one is valley until you get to the mountain fold. So to do that again, you open it up, and you're basically folding this paper right where those folds are. You're pushing this valley up to make a mountain, and I kind of pinch it back down. And then look, it makes little mountains, and that allows him to stand up. Or stand up better. He might be a little back heavy. We got to get his head to go up a little bit forward, and then that'll hopefully offset the weight and keep him standing straight up. Maybe let's see if my chicken stands up. I didn't even check it. Yay! Okay. Okay. Now his head is 3 reverse folds. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this, bend it down. Same thing with his feet. Crease it. Open it back up. And then there's one big valley fold. I'm going to pull it down right where I created that fold and then pinch. It's going to take you a few tries to get the head just right. I used to mess up my head all the time. Then I'm going to take this, another reverse fold, but I'm just going to pull it back. So that there's like a little triangle here and there's a big triangle sticking out. Crease it. Then I'm going to take this and pull it out so just a little bit is sticking out for his beak. And then pinch it. So it's kind of like a zigzag, like back, forth, making his beak. And then let's see, does this one stand up? No, he doesn't want to stand up. Oh, he does, okay. And that is how you make an origami chicken.